What's up, you guys? So today I'm going to be doing a little bit of a project on the truck that you have not seen on the channel. It's well, I'll show you guys right now. This is my '08 Silverado that I'm currently building. I'll probably do a video sometime in the future, probably this week, more in detail on what I've done to it. But long story short, this was my old work truck for my demolition and hauling business. But then since then I've got, oh, you can't see it, it's over there, but I got F-250 for work. So this was kind of like my grocery getter truck. It wasn't like this. It was basically stock when I got it. Just had those sorry about my dog, but it just had the spacer, like a body lift, not a body lift, leveling kit. But yeah, I'm just snowballed into this in a matter of a couple months. Got fiberglass. But in this video, what I'm going to be doing is trying out this paint on the fiberglass. Don't have too, I'm not high hopes, but feeling like it's going to be better than what, just the white. I was going to go get it professionally painted, but I don't really feel like, the cheapest quote I got was like $3,000 around here. I do not feel like it's dropping that much money on a paint job. I'd rather use the $3,000 to get more parts for this truck. So yeah, today I'm going to be painting the fiberglass. I'm gonna start with the front just to see if it, if it's good. I'm gonna try my best not to do any tiger stripes on it, but I was looking for the turbo, the big old cans. They're like huge, but they didn't have it. They had this though. I went to Lowe's and they had this. It says for touch-ups, but we're gonna try it on a fiberglass fender. But it says it has a wide fan for a smooth finish, so hopefully that's the case. I already I don't know if you could tell, but I already kind of hit with some sandpaper, kind of scuffing it up so the primer and the paint will stick good. And yeah, I just wiped it down. I got a little tack cloth to get all the fine little pieces of dust, and then mask it off, and then shoot the primer, wait for it to dry, and we'll see. Because eventually you can tell the hood is the clear coat's all messed up, so is the roof. But I might just wrap the hood and the roof, because I really don't want to shoot it with the rattle can with a large area like this. It's way more of a chance to get the little tiger stripes or whatever you want to call it. So I might just wrap those, but for just the fenders, I think it should be good, so we'll see. I know some of y'all might be wondering, why don't I just take the fenders off to paint it instead of masking, but to be honest, it's a pain in the ass to because when you mount these fiberglass, you have to make sure when you open the door it doesn't hit the fiberglass, and I just got it just right, so I don't feel like taking it off. And then when I have a new painted fiberglass fender, I don't want it to be, worrying about dinging it and everything and getting it set up just right. So yeah, this side's already done being masked. I just need to mask the bumper, but right now I'm working on the other side, so let's get to it. About to shoot the primer right now. Got everything pretty masked. I highly recommend getting yourself one of these maskers. Makes the job so much quicker. But I'm just shaking the can, and let's just hope for the best, boys. So I shot the primer. It's looking all right. I'm just shaking the actual base coat color, the black. So we'll see how it comes out. My number one fear rate is just basically, the tiger striping, but we'll see. So this is after a few coats. It's all right. You can kind of see the reflection. That first coat When I did the first 2 coats, I was kind of disappointed. The nozzle's kind of weird, and I saw reviews on it that doesn't spray that good. So I even tried to get a different nozzle from a different can over there, but it was worse than the black one. But yeah, it's still drying, so it might look kind of iffy. But what I learned is just lay down as much coats as you can. Still gonna lay some more down, but you know, people who are in, you know, Prerunner or whatever world knows that fiberglass is never going to be 100%, no matter, even if you take it to a professional shop. Obviously, if you take it to a professional shop, it's going to look a lot better, but like the gel coat itself has some imperfections. But yeah, after I do the last coat and everything, a can says to wait a week, and then you can buff it out and wax it, and it'll look a lot better. I mean, even like this looks a lot better than just the white. You can kind of see right there. So I mean, I think the other side looks better, but I think it's just me. But yeah, it's a little update. Probably do a few more coats because I really want it to be shiny. Like in some areas, you can kind of already see. You can see my reflection, which is not bad, honestly. For me, anyways. But yeah, there you go. So I got all done painting the fenders. Looks okay. Yeah, don't look too bad. Just gonna wait a week before I buff it so I can, you know, make it look as good as I can get it. But even as is, not too bad. Let's see. Honestly, came out pretty good. I didn't have high hopes for this thing, but you can see the reflection in me. You can see me. All these little divots you see is the actual gel coat of the fiberglass. So it's not even the paint. They're just little divots, but I ain't too worried about it. But you can even see right here in the corner, it does look like auto paint, you know. But once I buff it, maybe do a light sand with 1500 or 2000 grit sandpaper, but I'm pretty stoked. Next I need to wrap the hood and wrap the roof. But I'm actually wrap it just because it's just a larger area and I know it's going to get some tiger stripes and whatnot. But yeah, this is what I used, the Rustoleum automotive enamel. It says ideal for touch-up, but I just did a whole fender, so you can see it came out decent. See, this is the original paint right here, and then fenders, not too bad. This is what I use. I just use a Rustoleum primer. My only complaint is the nozzle, like the first few coats, super blotchy. I think I don't even remember. I probably have like 10 coats on this thing per fender. So, but overall, I'm happy. I used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cans, so $6 each. So that's 36. And then I used half of the primer. So let's say I've only used like $50 worth of material for this type of paint job on the fenders. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments.